With recent reports suggesting that the Oakland A's could possibly be moving out of Oakland, this has naturally brought up conversation about the Tampa Bay Rays. Due to poor attendance, they've been rumored to be moving out of St. Petersburg for quite some time now, with most recently the possibility of even splitting a season between Tampa and Montreal. Here are, in my opinion, the best 4 options that I think would best suit the Tampa Bay Rays in the future. At number 4, I have Montreal. Montreal has been mentioned a lot as a new potential home for the Rays. Like I mentioned earlier, there have been talks of the Rays splitting time between Montreal and a new stadium to be built in either Tampa or St. Petersburg. In my personal opinion, though, I just don't like the idea. If you're going to consider Montreal, it has to be as a full-time option. Even though the Expos did leave for Washington after 2004, that was more due to terrible ownership rather than fan support. There is already a ton of support to bring baseball back to Montreal, along with the fact that there's a new and much better ownership group in charge now, and the economy is much better in Montreal now than it was back then. At number 3, I have Orlando, Florida. Let's move on to another city that's nearby in Florida and one that is looking to possibly add a baseball team, the city of Orlando. This makes some sense for a number of reasons. First off, the former senior vice president of the Orlando Magic, Pat Williams, wants to bring baseball to the city. He has cited this for a number of reasons, one being the city of Orlando already has a loyal fan base for the Magic and even the Orlando City soccer team, and it's growing in population, which has been consistently on the rise. Also, the city of Orlando draws in a lot of tourists simply for the attractions such as Disney and Universal Studios, so this could only help. Orlando isn't far from St. Petersburg, so this would not be a huge move. At number 2, I have Nashville, Tennessee. This one is very interesting and one that I think could get some serious traction. Last year, Dave Dombrowski, who is now the president of baseball operations of the Phillies, officially announced that him and his group were aiming to bring baseball to the Music City and call them the Nashville Stars. Nashville would be a great city for baseball. The city of Nashville is already a rich sports town with the likes of the Tennessee Titans and the Nashville Predators calling Nashville home. However, they are also home to the Nashville Sounds, the AAA team for the Milwaukee Brewers. The city just logistically makes sense as well. They are pretty far away from other cities that already have teams like the Braves in Atlanta and the Reds in Cincinnati, so putting a team here would fill that gap. And at number 1, I have Tampa Bay, Florida. This might sound ridiculous, but the city of Tampa is probably the best option for, yes, the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays actually play in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is about 10 miles away from the city of Tampa. Living near Tampa and going to many Rays games myself, getting from Tampa to St. Petersburg at the time of game time can be quite the hassle, considering getting to the game on time is happening during rush hour, which is especially tough on people coming from the surrounding suburbs even farther away. There have actually been talks for a while now to build a new stadium in Tampa, but plans were nixed recently when supporting companies and ownership couldn't come to terms on money being invested into the stadium. However, from a logistical standpoint, this makes a ton of sense. The Rays get an average of around 100,000 people watching their games on TV, which the majority of those people living in the Tampa Bay area. Simply just moving to Tampa would be the easiest option, it would have the least hassle, and in my opinion, would be a great option. So tell me what you think down below in the comments. Where do you think the Tampa Bay Rays should move? Let me know in the comments. If you can, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, and I'll talk to you next time.